Atiba? We're looking for Atiba?
Dude. Hi, this is Atiba. We are here at Civilist in Berlin celebrating my Vans collection, United Through Skateboarding. John Cardiel, this is a very special photo to me. This is kind of the lead photo for the whole collection. And it's the only trip I ever went skating with John. Growing up, he's one of my favorite skaters. So it was a huge honor to have something. I think John's spirit in skateboarding and overcoming his accident and his injury is a very inspiring story. So I really like to lead with that. His heritage with Vans is so long. So I think that's also very special. It's a timeless photo. It's crazy that this photo is 26 years old. Shot in Costa Rica in '99. High-speed 3200 black and white film. And yeah, just an amazing trick. Like he back 50 off the bump through the curve. Yeah, his arms, his style, it says it all. John Cardiel. This is Beatrice, 5-0 grind in LA. I love Beatrice, her whole style, everything she does, the way she does it. She's such an individual. The funny thing about this is like a nerd skate photographer, this is actually not the best angle to shoot this because you don't see the ledge, but I was like, we know it's a ledge, but you have Walt Disney Center in the background, which is really hard to get in photos. So I love this photo, and just big action right in your face. Her style is great. So I remember she made fun of me in a comment, and I thought she was so funny. But yeah, just through social media, like the world found Beatrice, and then seeing her as an artist and a skater, just an individual, we really click. So, and go on like Supreme trips and stuff like that, and Vans trips now. It's really cool, this one. This is a trip in Malaga in 2018, and it was a really, there was a 50-50 ride up 50-50 that Elijah did, and we went back like multiple times, and to me that just shows, you know, the energy of when you actually make a trick. All of the skaters know, celebrating with your homie. But it's also really funny because the composition, you really just see the hug because they cover up each other's bodies. So it was cool they picked it, and it's on a shirt too. What keeps me shooting skateboarding after all these years is just me being a skater. Being able to shoot the best skating is me being able to see the best skating ever. So it's a really cool opportunity to have front row to the best skaters in the world. So why wouldn't I? And it's just part of my blood. I can't explain why. The only reason why is because I'm a skater still, and I love skateboarding so much. So I signed on with Vans. It's almost been 2 years now as a brand curator, and it's been an amazing opportunity. There's different discussions where I can kind of help with, you know, ideas and connecting people and situations like that. And then it's really also designing this collection, going in with the designers, picking the colorways, picking the fits on the apparel, and also, you know, the events are a big part of this. I wanted that to be a part of it, and also the marketing. So they let me have control completely of my own marketing, and directing and writing the commercial I did, and directed it with Ty Evans, and casting it and picking it. So it's been really great.
But it's not an office job.
No, it's not an office job. I fortunately am very fortunate that I only go in when they need me, which is, you know, every couple months or something like that. But I'll go down to HQ, and you know, I'll even speak to sales teams and stuff like that. So I get involved when I can, or when they need me. I mean, I think what makes print relevant more than anything is covers, right? You can't, like, a digital cover doesn't hit like a printed cover. That will always keep print alive to me, is that cover. It's the most prestigious thing you can get. I think, you know, I might be biased because I work for Thrasher, but it's the greatest skateboard mag in the world. It's always, like, been. It has heritage. It has a standard. Skater of the Year is such a big thing. So, and I think skateboarders, I mean, social media has obviously taken a lot away from print photography and magazines, but at the same time, Thrasher has really proven to be something that people want to be featured in. So as long as there's that, I think print media is always going to thrive. That's the thing. The advice for the younger photographer is hard because even for myself, I think social media has made a lot of amazing photographers, and it's a very competitive field. It's a very saturated field, not saying that in a bad way, but even myself, the older I get, I don't want to be like the gatekeeper-y type of photographer. I support all young photographers. I give advice and workshops and stuff because it's amazing to see what's going to happen next. But I do think social media and digital steering that ship, it's a little bit of a tricky thing. And I think AI, honestly, you hate to sound like a paranoid person, but that's also going to be something that will affect it. So it's going to be real interesting to see how it all plays out. E-com, you're cooked. There's a lot of things that unfortunately were like kind of, product photography, but it all goes in cycles. Car photography, like 20 years ago when CGI first came out, everything was CGI. It killed the photo industry in Detroit. Skateboarding just have a standard, because you can't fake it. Coming full circle, people want a natural look. So, who knows? But it's a trippy time for sure. My brother's making some pretty good movie trailers in Sora, so. There is no AI used on this photo. It looks AI, but there is no AI. It was a crazy event that my brother, he creative directed this event in downtown LA for OTW. And I remember being like, how are they gonna skate this? And the thing is, I don't think a lot of people realize, and not patting myself on the back, but my goal is to always make the skateboarder and the skate trick look crazier than it actually is. Do you understand what's going on here? Do you skate? Not firing shots at you, but you think he dropped in here and frontside flipped the whole pyramid? He's just doing a frontside flip off the ledge. Still gnarly, dude. If you were there, it was gnarly. Yeah. But it is really funny, and it's just crazy. That photo, I saw it in camera, I was like, that looks crazy. Like, there was two lights too, just one here and one there, super simple. But I love this photo, one of my favorite photos I've ever taken. I'm happy with everything. Everything came out beautiful. Shout out to all the designers and the design team that I looked. I wanted things to always have a photo involved because I'm a photographer, even if it's in the tag. But there's little things like this is reflective 3M on the hood. This shoe, it's crazy because this was like a very wild idea I thought I had with this colorway, and it's been performing the best. It's actually crazy. I thought this was gonna be the least performing, but I'm really happy with the way this came out. There's photos in the insoles, and then one of the coolest things about this whole collection is Hayes. I didn't want to do my own name, just draw my name in Vans, and we'll use that. And if you know who Hayes is, he's a legendary graffiti artist and just an artist altogether. And he did it, but his art was something I'd look at. I was a graffiti kid, and his handwriting was like on the cover of the Beastie Boys cover. Check Your Head is where it really triggered me. So shout out to Hayes, so stoked. But a lot of my stuff is inspired, like Virgil Abloh is a big inspiration to me in the way he designs stuff. So the monochrome look comes from that. And yeah, I really like simple stuff. I'm not a super flashy person, so everything's like very simple when you take a look at it. So excited to have these opportunities, this tour of Europe, and then we're going to Japan, to Tokyo. So yeah, and I'm gonna be working on one more collection too, which we just figured out. So I'm excited to get back down to HQ and learn from what we did on this project and try and make the next one even better.